We still don't know a whole lot about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We know what direction they're moving in, we know the villains, we generally have seen plenty of leaks that kind of give us an idea. But now Kevin Feige addresses the big question. Is this about the new Captain America taking on the mantle of Captain America? So in Avengers Endgame, when Steve gives up the shield, he gives it to Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon. This right here was the passing of the torch, making him the new Captain America. Now obviously, a lot of people were under the assumption that he directly just takes on the mantle and he's Captain America. Next time we see him, there he is. We now know that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is gonna deal with, well, with the government not wanting him to be this. Instead, a US agent is positioned to take his place. A few other big factors are gonna go into that, like Baron Zemo, for example, and some other characters returning and brand new characters to the MCU. Now recently during an interview, Kevin Feige opens up on what exactly we can expect and finally confirms the details. As always, the article is linked down below and I'll toss it up on the screen. He said, and I quote, "We saw Old Man Cap hand the shield to Sam Wilson at the end of Endgame. And the question is, what did he do with it next? What does it mean for Sam Wilson and that shield? That's a big responsibility. And that's very much what the show focuses on and is about." So I think it's not a direct, oh, he walks away with the shield and that's the first scene. I don't think it's as direct as that. It's obviously about taking on that mantle. The world is gonna know what the Avengers did. A huge impact on everything. They restored everything and Captain America was right there. He's gonna be celebrated, but suddenly Captain America is missing. The world doesn't have its heroes. Iron Man is gone. The world is gonna feel like it's kind of been abandoned, and now it's up to a guy who did not want it, who maybe doesn't believe he can do it, has to take up the shield, has to put on a new suit, and has to say, "I'm the new Captain America because he handed it to me." How does the world accept that, and can he accept that responsibility by himself? And obviously Bucky will play an integral role in there, but also he has to kind of, look inside himself and realize, if I was in his position, would I have done the same thing? Am I as good of a man as Steve was, and why did he entrust me with it? These are all things that I think they're gonna explore in there and really touch upon, and in these 6 to 8 hours really give us a bigger look into how the MCU is going to treat these characters when we have more time with them. And to me, that's really what it's always been about, and what excites me about the Disney Plus shows is exploring little moments like this that kind of will break down the character to their most basic fundamental, look at them, and then examine them existing in this world. And that gets me hyped, because can he become the new Captain America, and does he want to? What's the pressure on him like? That's an awesome story.